Hey everyone, Albert Stepniak, your friendly real estate agent here in South Florida. Let's talk about some good news for anyone looking to buy a home or refinance. We've seen a nice dip in mortgage rates recently. The average rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage dropped from 6.35% down to 6.26%. This is the lowest it's been since last October, which has been a pretty big deal. So, what's behind this change? Well, a lot of it has to do with what's happening with the government. The Federal Reserve, which is our central bank, just made a small cut to their main interest rate. It's not just the 30-year loan either. The rates for 15-year mortgages also went down from 5.5 to 5.41%. So, let's talk about what the Fed's rate is. It's basically the rate that banks use when they borrow and lend money to each other. While it's not the same thing as a mortgage rate, a shift in this rate can affect what we all pay for loans. We're talking about things like mortgages, car loans, and credit cards. So when the Fed lowers the rate, it can eventually lead to lower rates for us, which is a good thing. Now, a lot of people are wondering if this rate cut means mortgage rates will suddenly drop. The truth is, it's not a sudden change. Think of it like a ripple effect. Mortgage rates have already been going down a little bit lately because the market was expecting this cut to happen. So you might not see a huge difference overnight, but over time, as the Fed continues to lower its rates, we can expect to see mortgage rates slowly ease up as well. This is a good thing for anyone thinking about buying a home. Lower interest rates can make a home more affordable over the long run. If you're a current homeowner with a high interest mortgage, this could also be a great opportunity to think about refinancing. Lower rates can help reduce your monthly payments and save you a lot of money over the life of your loan. It's worth keeping an eye on the market to see if this is a good option for you. Of course, these rate cuts don't just affect mortgages. They can also impact other parts of your finances. For example, if you have a high yield savings account or a certificate of deposit, the interest you earn on that money might start to go down. On the flip side, if you have a lot of credit card debts, these cuts could slowly help lower the interest you're paying. While it won't be an instant fix, any reduction is a positive step. The bottom line is that while this rate cut is a good thing for homeowners and homebuyers, it's not going to change everything overnight. The key is to stay informed and be ready to act when the time is right. If you have any questions or want to talk more about what this means for your specific situation, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help you navigate the market and find the best path forward. As a Florida real estate agent, I want to talk to you about what's happening in the Florida housing market right now. You've probably heard a lot of different things, but let's look at the big picture in a simple way. The main thing to remember is that the market is finding a new balance. It's not crashing or booming, it's just adjusting. The number of homes sold is a little lower than last year, but that doesn't mean the market is in trouble. It's more of a slowdown after a really busy few years. One thing we've been saying is that prices are still a lot higher than they were before the pandemic. Even though they've eased up a bit, they're not going back to where they were anytime soon. This can be a bit of a challenge, especially when you add in today's mortgage rates. They're still high. The monthly payment on a typical home in Florida is now more than double what it was 5 years ago. That's a huge jump, and it's why fewer people are able to buy right now. You might be wondering about the homes that are for sale. We are seeing more homes on the market now than before, but it's not because a ton of new people are listing their properties. It's mainly because homes are just taking a little longer to sell. This gives buyers a bit more to choose from and a little more time to make a decision. Now, let's talk about some other factors that are playing a part. Property insurance, for example, is still more expensive than it used to be. The state has made some changes to help, but it's still a cost that homeowners have to manage. Another thing to consider is property taxes. So if you've owned your home in Florida for a while, you're in a good spot because your tax increases are capped. But for new buyers, including those moving from out of state, the property taxes are a lot higher. Even with these challenges, Florida is still a very popular place to live. People are still moving here, even if the flow is slowing down a little bit, but the desire to live here hasn't gone away. The job market is also strong, which helps keep the economy going. All of this means that the market is stable. We're not seeing a lot of foreclosures because most people have fixed rate mortgages they can manage. It's a market where homes are taking a bit longer to sell and buyers have to be smart about their budget. But overall, it's holding steady. I've been getting a lot of questions from people who are looking to buy a home, and there's some really interesting news I wanted to share. Turns out that the fall is shaping up to be a great time for buyers. New report from Realtor.com says that the best time to buy a home this year is the week around mid-October. So why is this specific week so special? Well, it's a mix of a few things. First, there will be more homes on the market to choose from, about a third more than there were at the beginning of the year. This gives you more options and a better chance of finding a home you really love. Second, there is less competition from other buyers, which means you won't feel as rushed or pressured to make a decision. The report also suggests that prices will be a little bit lower. They're predicting a potential savings of around $15,000 on a typical home. This whole shift is happening because the market's starting to feel more balanced. For a while now, it's been really tough out there for buyers. But now, homes are staying on the market a little longer, which gives you more time to think things over and maybe even negotiate a better deal. Also, more sellers are starting to lower their asking prices, so you'll have more opportunities to find a home that's been discounted. This is a big chance from the last few years where homes were getting snatched up almost instantly. Now, while October is the best time for the country as a whole, it's not the same everywhere. For example, in big cities like New York and Chicago, you might see the best deals a bit earlier, maybe in September. But here in Florida, especially in places like Miami and Tampa, the prime buying season actually comes a little later, often in December. So if you're looking to buy in Florida, you've got a little more time to get everything ready. It's a great window of opportunity, and I'm here to help you navigate it. That's it for this week's update on the Florida real estate market. Truly hope you found this information valuable, whether you're a potential homeowner, seller, or just curious about what's happening here in the Sunshine State and across the nation. The market's always changing, and my goal is to provide you with the latest data and insights to help you make the best decisions. I love hearing from you, so please feel free to leave a comment with any questions you have, or let me know what real estate topics you'd like me to cover in a future video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.